What's up, everybody, and welcome to Life by the Book, where we're taking life one book at a time. My name's Alex, and I'm so thankful that you clicked on today's video. And let me tell you, today I'm excited for it. This is my first ever video TBR. We've all done TBRs by ourselves, but I wanted to share my TBR with you guys. So today we're taking a look at my September TBR. My entire life, I've always wanted to be in a book club. I'm so thankful to now be in a virtual book club called the Shelf Space Book Club. Shout out to Jessie May Books. Thank you for welcoming us all into that book club. The first book that we're going to be reading this month is actually the second book we're going to read in the book club for September, and that is The Poppy War. This book I am so excited about. Basically, all I know about this book is that Ren is our main character, and we follow her, and she is the most talented youth in all of the land, and she actually finds out that she has these powers, and she goes on a quest to lead her people to victory in the Poppy War. The second book I'm going to be reading is actually the main book we're going to be reading in the Shelf Space Book Club, and that is Rage of Dragons. Yo, let me tell you about this book. This book is going to be wild and probably one of my top 10 of all time. Hot take, this book is going to be one of my top 5 of all time. I am that hyped for this book, and I'm way too hyped right now. But let me just read you this little section on the front of this book. The Omei people have been fighting an unwinnable fight for 100,000 years. Their society has been built around war and only war. The lucky ones are born gifted. 1 in every 2,000 women has the power to call down dragons. 1 in every 100 men is able to magically transform himself into a bigger, stronger, faster killing machine. Everyone else is fodder, destined to fight and die in the endless war. Until our main character, Tao, comes along and his family is slaughtered. He seeks revenge. My favorite trope. I can't wait for this book. Oh my goodness. Pick it up with us. Get hype. I'm hype for the Rage of Dragons. The next book I'm going to be reading is Countdown 1945. This book many of you may not have heard of. It's actually a non-fiction book. It says the extraordinary story of the atomic bomb and the 116 days that changed the world. So if you're familiar with American history at all, in the middle of World War II, President FDR actually passes away and Harry Truman steps in. All the while the war is going on with Japan, Truman makes the decision to drop the atomic bomb on the Japanese. This is the true story that follows that decision and the meetings that took place to make the decision to drop the atomic bomb on the Japanese. Sounds super epic. This was actually like number 6 on the bestseller list, so I'm looking forward to giving this a go for sure in September. And then there's a book, don't laugh at me, I did not read the assigned books in school. I do regret it because now I've got tons of books to catch up on. The next book I'll be reading is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. And this book follows George and Lenny, who work together on a farm, and they are simply seeking to prosper. And things go a little bit haywire. I know it's a classic. I've heard many good words on this book. It's very short. Hopefully going to knock this out in one day, but I am super looking forward to this. The next 2 books I'm actually listening to on Audible. I think the narrator is incredible, and that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets and Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Fun fact, when I was a child, of course, I read these books. I wanted this book to be a hardback, and I went to my father and I said, Dad, I need this book to be a hardback. When I'm reading it, the top flap keeps hanging open like this. Does that ever happen to your books? Where you're sitting there and you set it on a table and the top flap just comes open like that? Oh, bookish pet peeve. So my dad installed these magnets on the front cover. So now it sits down. So incredible. Love you, Dad. These 2 are rereads for me, but I'm so excited to hear the narrator read them and visit this story that so many of us love again. Comment down below which Harry Potter book is your favorite. My favorite is the 4th one, Goblet of Fire. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comments below. And the last book on my September TBR is The Long Walk by Stephen King. Super pumped about this one. This one is probably actually the most intriguing on my TBR. This one follows our main character Ray, who is about to compete in the annual Long Walk. Every year 100 individuals compete and they walk basically until they can't any longer. The last man standing wins, and they must walk at 4 miles an hour. I'm interested to see what happens. This one actually says contestants cannot receive any outside aid whatsoever. Slow down under the speed limit and you're given a warning. 3 warnings and you're out of the game. permanently. I know Stephen King's going to do something sick in this book because that is a sick man. At least in his writing he is. I mean, come on, look at this. Come on. Don't you love this guy? Oh, I can't wait for this one. That is going to do it for my September TBR. Wait, before you go, I do want to thank you again so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you'll join us in our Discord server of our book club, Shelf Space. I'll link it down below. I post videos every single Saturday, so be sure to like this video, sub to the channel, ring that bell, post all of your comments down below. Let me know what I should read in the month of October, and I'll see you guys in the next one.